You are not gonna believe what I just found here on the top. This might be a small city, but there's so much life here. Selamat pagi. What's up you guys and welcome back to the channel. My name is Kristian Hansen and today I am here in the beautiful skiing area of Valloire in France. It is 8 o'clock in the morning now. It's 4 degrees outside, so it's rather cold, but that's because we're in 1800 meters altitude. As you can see, the mountains here behind me. So I stayed the night here at the Victoria Lodge. It was really nice, and I'm super excited today because today I will be going to the highest paved mountain roads in all of the French Alps at 2770 meters of altitude. So it's gonna be another beautiful day here. So let's get to it. Let's go, guys. Alrighty guys, we are now driving out of Valloire and I'm heading that way towards even higher mountains and a place called Val de Clisera. It's 2,770 meters high and it is the highest mountain paved road here in the French Alps. So I think it's gonna be cold, it's gonna be beautiful, and above all, it's gonna be absolutely amazing. And I don't understand, there's so many runners, so many people trekking, and they are running in shorts and t-shirt. And it's 4 degrees outside. Maybe it's just because I am more or less half Indonesian now, and I'm used to the heat, but damn, I think it's very chilly. I do expect that this is gonna be a day with riding on a lot of perfectly curved mountain roads, because the place that I'm heading now, the Col de la Col Lesser, is actually a place where they have had the Tour de France. I think it's like 10 or 15 times. The first time they visited that place with Tour de France was in 1938. And the last time they visited the place for Tour de France was in 2019. Whoa! So high up already! And they're so long down. Look at this! And there's just, wow! And there's just nothing holding you back. Jesus! Wow! I really hope you can see on the camera how steep this is. I'm gonna try and drive so close to the edge as I can for you to see. Whoa. Another beautiful day in France. So my GoPro cameras are having a little bit of problems. I think it's because it's so cold. And you also have to remember when you're using GoPros and you're driving in cold temperatures that the batteries are gonna die faster because of the cold. So many riders here. I must have met 50 motorcycles already on my way up here. Wow, these roads are amazing. It is crazy to think about. If I drove off right here, I would 100% die. Alright, almost there, guys. Oi, big bump. Ah, that was not nice. So after a big bump, I always check my backs. Yeah, still there. And you gotta be really careful here. Big rocks on the road. Wowza. And there's just ski lifts all over here. So those hiking trails, and a lot of trails we can see here, is where people normally go on their skis. Isn't that so cool? Actually up here, I was gonna tell you, you cannot drive here on your motorcycle or even with cars when it is winter, because then all this you can see here is just completely covered in snow. I am curious how the drone is gonna work in this kind of weather when it's this cold. I think it should be okay. I just have to be aware that the battery is gonna die faster. And guys, we are officially here. I expect to see a lot of motorcycles here. Holy Jesus! Wow! Imagine this. This is so cool. And we're here, guys. I'm gonna get out the camera. I definitely gonna get out the drone, and we're gonna make some video here. Alright guys, I made it here to the Col de l'Isère at the highest paved mountain road here in the French Alps. And there are so many motorcycles here, really nice touring bikes. There's Harleys, Yamahas, KTMs, Ducatis, there's everything. And everybody is waiting in line here to get a picture in front of the big sign that says that you have made it here to the 2,770 meters in altitude, which is right here behind me. So of course I'm gonna get a picture as well. I just quickly did an Instagram live, and that will already be up now by the time you're watching this. But I'm just gonna enjoy the moment here, get the drone in the air, get some really cool pictures, and then I have to continue the route for today. So yeah, gonna do that now, and yeah, it's just amazing here. It's very cold, but just fantastic. And guys, you are not gonna believe what I just found here on the top. Let me just show you. Someone put a YouTube sticker. Okay, maybe it's myself, but I still think it looks hell cool. So guys, if you get to this place, let me know if my sticker is still there. That would be super cool. Alright guys, it's time to hit the road again. It was really nice to get to this place, you know. Just as I was about to leave here, 3 Italians pulled up on a big Ducati, a big KTM, and they just drove straight from the road, straight in front of the sign, even though people were standing there, and just moved people over. I don't kind of like that. I think it's fair enough that you have to wait in line. So from now on, until I get to the beaches of France, I will only be going down. Some places I will be ascending again, of course, but this is the highest peak that I've reached. And it's time to keep it going. I have 39 minutes until my next stop. And from there on, I should have another hour or so until I get to the city Valloire. But let's continue down the road and see what other beautiful places this area has in store for us. Let's go. Alright guys, so I'm taking a small stop here on my way to, I just checked on the map, it's called Valloire, I cannot pronounce it, but it's about 1.5 hours away from here, but it's still on the mountain roads, and there's so many things I want to shoot, so many things I want to stop and just enjoy, so it just takes a long time on this beautiful Route des Grands Alpes. So now I've stopped at a little restaurant here. I'm gonna just get a burger, some fries, Coke, something quick, and just enjoy that I have the view up to this amazing mountain right in front of me. And as I'm gonna show you here on the screen, I'm parked right outside the chair so I can sit and look on the bike while I eat. It's perfect, and then I'm gonna hit the road. Let's go. Alright guys, back on the road, just driving through the small city here next to the restaurant, and let's see what it says here on the signs. We are leaving Lanslebourgh, that's where I ate, and we are heading towards Modane. So the city that I've just passed now here is called Modane. I'm still on the D1006, and my next point will be to start driving south. I'm still heading west on the D1006, and as soon as I can go on the next southern route, then I will come past the Valloire that I talked about earlier today. Another fantastic road just to drive fast on. Long road, big turns, no cars. Amazing. And it looks like I have a red Porsche behind me that also wants to drive fast. So let's do a bit of racing and see how long before he falls behind. Oh, 50 kilometers per hour. And that's it. Wow, that Porsche is driving fast. I'm at 140 here, guys, and I can see he's right behind me still. He wants to overtake, I can see it, but he can't do it here. It's too risky, and he knows it. All right, I'm at 200. And that's it for me. Woo! Whoa. Wow, that was nice. That was fast enough for me. I did lose him though. Ah, they're racing together. I see it now. Whee! 2 Porsches and a BMW. Should I try and follow? Why not? Wow, they're driving fast. Whoa, come on. If I can't keep up, I have to. So what do we got? We got a Porsche 911 Carrera and a BMW I want to say M3 or M5 maybe, M4. And in front we have the Porsche, it's probably just a 718. Oh, you know what would piss them off? If I overtook them in here in the city. It would be so easy for me to do that. Oh, you know what? I think I'm gonna do it here at the light. Why not? I just drove all the way up front. I need to turn anyway, so. Oh, they want to turn as well? Nah, I'm gonna follow them. Did you hear that? Wow, so I followed that red Porsche for the last 30 minutes, just driving as fast as I could, as fast as he could through these small mountain roads. I bet the BMW and the other Porsche is going to be right behind in a second. There's the BMW. Yeah. And the Porsche should be here in a minute. Wow, I've just been pushing the Ducati, and on the acceleration I could actually beat the Porsche, but not in the corners. He could just corner so fast, and he drove a little bit more crazy, I would say, than I did. So guys, I thought since I'm on these perfect small roads where actually I'm seeing a lot of people racing, let me just see if I can find someone to race a bit with, and then I'll show you how it looks. Oh, there's another Porsche. It seems like in general that people are just driving quite fast on this road. And that is the amazing thing. That's why I think this Ducati is so fun to ride on roads like this, because the acceleration and the power is just so good. So it's so easy for me to overtake. Even on a small part like this, for example, I'll just whoop, swoop in there. Easy. Wow, good view still. Let's see if we can get past that little Nissan. And there's my window. Oh, let's get some speed on the go, right? Oh, people are racing here, guys. It's amazing. All these places, it says like 50 zones and 70 zones, but people are blasting past that. Not just myself. Valloire. Another beautiful valley. Bienvenue à Valloire. What is it now? Maybe 2 o'clock? I feel like I can do a bit more driving today. Yeah, still the D902, and we're gonna keep going for at least, I would say, I'm gonna try and see if I can drive another 50 kilometers. There is the sign, Valloire Calibre. So guys, I just had a small change of heart because this city actually looks so cozy, this Valloire, and there's a hotel right down here that is actually pretty cheap. It's only 70 euros considering the area, and if I keep driving I have to drive minimum 1 hour more, well, 1.5 hours more, and the cheapest hotel I could find in that area was 115 euros. So if I find a place to stay here now, then I can save some money, I can explore this beautiful little city a bit and get a bit of rest because I'm actually quite tired. So let's cross our fingers that they have more rooms left, because I tried to book now but it didn't work. So maybe it was the last room they had, it said on Agoda, but let's see if I get lucky. Fingers crossed, guys. So guys, this is one of the things I love about touring. I got lucky. I got the room for 65 euros and then another 9 euros for the breakfast tomorrow. And it has the parking garage where I can park my bike. And he said we only have 1 room left, but since you're only 1 person, you're only gonna be paying for 1. So I've gotten a room for 3 people. I even have a small balcony here outside. Let's go and check the room. So, almost fell. I have 2 beds here, plenty of room for my clothing, all my stuff, a little hallway here, and then I have a spare bedroom in case I'm gonna get guests, which I'm not. I got a bathroom out here, which looks brand new, fantastic, all whitey, all righty, and I've got a spare bathroom. Lucky! And by coincidence, today is actually a Skyline festival here in the city, where people are walking on strings from one mountain to the other. So there's a lot of things happening up there, so let's go and check it out. Good decision. So this might be a small city, but there's so much life here. There's so many people on the street. There's so many shops open, people eating at cafes, restaurants. And I talked to the receptionist, and he actually told me that in this city right now, during the summertime, there is about 1,000 people during the entire summer living here. But during the winter season, there is almost 20,000 people living in this little city, because right in front of me, I can actually see the ski slopes. And just in like any other of these small cities that I come by during the Route des Grands Alpes, there is a lot of good-looking motorcycles. BMWs, MV Agustas, Ducatis, and speaking of, so, and what I told you earlier about the Skyline Festival, I can't remember the real name of it. Actually, right now I'm looking at that line. It's going from that mountain over here to the other side, and I can just barely see a person walking on the line right now. It looks crazy. I'm gonna try and see if I can film it.
I highly doubt you will ever be able to see this, because the sun is coming right towards the lens, but it's basically right up there. Right up here somewhere. I barely can see. I'm just being myself.
So this little city has pretty much everything as far as I can tell. I even passed a small cinema, and they have big playground here with events going on. It's probably because of the Skyline Highline Festival. But there's a lot of life in this city. And a quite fun thing is that when I'm in Jakarta, if I'm vlogging like this, then there's not a lot of people caring, because I see a lot of other people do that quite a lot. But when you're in a city like this, you don't see any other people walking with a camera talking like this. So getting quite a lot of funny looks and funny comments. But you know, you have to do what you gotta do. You gotta do what you gotta do. Alright guys, I think that's gonna be it for today. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Stay tuned, because tomorrow I will be driving here from Valloire towards Col de Goulier, which is another beautiful area on the route of the Route des Grandes Alpes. So for tonight, I'm just gonna head back to the hotel. I'm gonna find something to eat and then relax for the rest of the evening. But again, thank you so much for all your support, guys. I truly appreciate it. I will see you in the next episode, and until next time, bye guys. I unfortunately didn't get it on camera, but one of the goats were trapped on the wrong side of the fence.